Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Yeah, my boy was super dangerous, man. I mean, really, he was the real deal. It wasn't no ands, ifs, or buts about it, man. Dragon ended up getting locked up later on, you know what I'm saying, because he did some foolishness. You know, he ended up beating up a police on there. I mean, he brutalized him too. He brutalized him too. It was actually a sergeant, and he brutalized him. I mean, I think they gave him a street charge and everything, so he ended up getting shipped up off the compound. But to the best of my recollection, I think he ended up getting some street time for what he did. Because the officer, the sergeant that he beat up, he ain't even never come back to work. I don't know if he quit, retired, or he was just injured too bad to even work anymore and just took workman's comp. Because, you know, yeah, he got brutalized. I did not see that, but I heard about it, you know, because when something happened on the compound, it's all over, you know what I'm saying? It's like world news, man. It's like, what is it? NSNBC when something like that happens, right? So yeah, man, but like I say, Saifu, he stayed in the block for a while, and then they ended up moving him. I don't know why they moved him. He didn't get in the altercation or nothing, but they ended up moving him, and they moved him to another block, actually another building. So he was in the building. I was in one building all the way on one end. He was in the other building all the way down on the other end. So I don't even know why they moved him down there, because the building I was in was considered you know what I'm saying, the decent building. The building down there was what we call the ghetto. That's where all the crazy people at. That's where all the people, I don't know if they put him down there to set him up. They put him down there because that's where they felt like he belonged or whatever. I know he did want to go because he had a good celly, and you know, he was complaining about going, but they moved him anyway. Man, I don't know what these dudes be thinking about in their mind, because I know dudes locked up, man, they got a lot going on. They be going through a whole lot of different changes, you know, emotional stuff, man, frustration, irritation, you know, because of your situation. So I know dudes be going through stuff, and use the time they lash out, and whoever they use to lash out at, be another convict, be another inmate, because of the simple fact they don't want to take the risk on lashing out at them police, because it's consequences that come behind with them police. There's consequences when you mess with the wrong dude too. But it's consequences as far as with the police, you're going to get some more time, because they talk tougher than everybody else, but they the ones that's going to take a charge out on you. They the ones that's going to actually be the police. That's why we call them the police, because they'll talk tough, and then you end up doing something to them, or you put your hands on them, you go on the street court. It's simple as that. You know, they can swing on you first, and you defend yourself and get out on them. You go on the street court, and they're going to justify whatever way they can. But, yeah, man, he ended up going down another building, and I remember he wasn't even down there for probably, to the best of my recollection, man, probably a couple of months. And said a dude swung on him then over some lying in the shower stuff, right? Swung on him, you know, punched him in the face, you know, when he turned his head, bing, punched him in the face. Like I said, prison is crazy, it's a different environment. These dudes be trying to get out on you. They be trying to get reputations. They be going through whatever they going through. Why you would pick this dude, I don't know, because by now everybody on the compound know who he is in one way or another. So dude's supposed to have punched him in his face. You know, man, they said, man, he ain't have as much mercy on him as he did these dudes that jumped him down there. Man, they see brutalized him, man. They sent him to the hospital. And then not only did they send him to the hospital, the dude was laid out in the block, man, unconscious, you know, needing serious medical attention. And they locked everybody else up, and they say he refused to get locked up, because he said the same thing. He was standing his ground. Somebody put their hands on him. He has the right to defend himself. They came in there same way they did with us, all deep and everything, and they wanted him to, you know, go to lockup. He said he won't go. They say the dude actually sit down in the middle of the pod, Indian style, with his arms crossed, and told them he was not going to segregation because he did not do anything that was wrong. He only defended himself. Why do he have to go to segregation? They were talking and talking too because, like I said, they scared. You know what I'm saying? They cautious. So then, whoever the watch commander was this time was not the same watch commander. They say they called the sergeant to know him, and he was supposed to be on his way in. But in the meantime, this watch commander, you know, he trying to be tough guy. He said, man, we don't negotiate with no convicts. We ain't got time for that. He either going to jail or y'all need to go get him. Y'all need to bring him in, do the what? Man, them people scared to death. They like, man, yeah, you come get him. You come get him if you want somebody to come get him. So, man, I had never even doing this time, you know, it's common. It's common now, you know, because of all these new Supermax, you know, Wallace Ridge, Red Onion, Sussex, all this where they got the guns. Back then, that was not common. It wasn't no gun on the compound. The only gun you would see would be in the tower, but no gun would be on the infrastructure of that compound. Man, they were so scared of this dude. Tell me he won't go in the lockup. They tried to get up. The watch commander told him to go get him. A couple of the dudes, you know, with the little shields and the nightsticks or whatever. Like I said, they about 20, 30 deep, but they move like a little shield, like, you know, they move in sets, like 10 or something, they charge or whatever. Man, they said that man popped up off the ground, man, like a jack in the box and started giving them the business. Breaking shields, sliding dudes across the floor, and you know, getting in all these, man, the way these dudes described it. Now I couldn't see this because this ain't in my building, but the way it was described, it was like a movie. And I can believe it because, like I told you, what I seen them do was like a movie. Dudes was like, man, you ain't gonna believe this, man. Man, he was breaking shields and slamming, and man, they say he dropped about 10 of them, and they slide across the floor. They get up and they back over in formation. Like, man, nah, I ain't, you know, I ain't going running up on this cat. So they was scared. They when they got the dog, they said they came in the block with a dog, one dog man, the other dog man. They said they let one dog go on him. He ran at him, jumped out, and they said, man, Saifu got down in some type of stance, grabbed the dog, slammed the dog to the ground. Said the dog hit the ground, jumped up, and went right back to, you know, his trainer. And the trainer tell him, no, go get him. He U-turn, come right back to the trainer. I ain't want to bother. Other dude ain't want to let his dog go. So then they say they call the people and said something about bring the guns. And 2 officers, to the best of my understanding, came in that joint with shotguns and came in the block, and the people with the rashes and all that moved to the side, let them come in there with the guns, and they told him if he did not put the cuffs on, they was gonna shoot him. You know what I'm saying? They say he stood up, he claps his hands in front of him, and he told him, shoot me for what? You know what I'm saying? Shoot me for what? Y'all trying to lock me up for somebody that I'm just defending myself, and then y'all trying to attack me and hurt me and harm me. I'm still just defending myself. What are you going to shoot me for? And they sitting there talking to him, telling them that they not going to keep on talking to him. They're going to shoot him. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, turn around and get the cuffs on. Then they got so scared, they ain't want to get near him. They ain't want to put the cuffs on. They told me they're going to just walk him to segregation at gunpoint, and with all of the officers around him. So by the time they get ready to take him out of the block, they say the sergeant come. So when the sergeant come, the sergeant go over and talk to him. Him and the sergeant doing the one-on-one. They talking about whatever they saying. People say they couldn't hear what they was, you know, conversing about or whatever. But say the sergeant talked to him. He talked to the sergeant. Next thing you know, they say he turned around, put his arms behind his back. The sergeant cuff him up, grab him by one arm, walk him out the building. They still walking behind him with the gun. They walked this man all the way down the boulevard with all these officers surrounding him at gunpoint, dogs at the ready, and a sergeant holding the man's arm and take the man to segregation. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, crazy stuff. This how terrified they was of this dude. This how much his reputation preceded him and what he did, and he must have did it real well. And like I say, they got that man in segregation, man. And I remember I ended up going back to segregation myself, you know, boom, boom. Like I say, somebody always want to test you, but they want to test you, but they always forget, boom, duck that hook. Yeah, so I ended up having to knock a Bama out for getting outside of himself, running his mouth. So I ended up in segregation with old boy. And then he like on one side, I'm on the other side. We in the same block, but I can see his cell from my cell. But when you go up, when you come in, it's like a big area. Then you got the stairway in the middle, and you got a whole about 20 cells over here, 20 cells over here, and you go up the stairs, you got 20 and 20. I'm over this side, Saifu over this side. So I can see a cell, and you know, in segregation, everybody just hollering back and forth to each other, da 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 da. When you come in, people rush to the door, look out the window, see who it is, who that? Oh, that's Banky. What you get locked up for? Oh man, yeah, you heard you was fighting out there. Stuff like that. Everybody hollering at you, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm in the block with them, you know what I'm saying? And when we go out to segregation, you know, in segregation, you just go in a cage. Back then, you go in a cage, a one single man cell cage. They got all these cages like dogs, like animals, and they put you in a cage, you know, uncuff you, whatever, and you just walk around out there for an hour, do your exercise, do whatever, they come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? That's once a week. You know, back then, it was like once, twice a week. And, you know, when you go outside, you can chop it up and talk to people, whatever. I remember talking to him out there and everything, and the man was telling me some of the crazy stuff I ever heard, man. The man was literally saying that the people was talking about dropping his assault charges, because they gave him assault charges, dropping his assault charges on the inmate as well as the officers, because even if they attack you, which they did, was trying to subdue him, and he, you know, roughed a couple of them up, you get assault charges for that as well. If for trying to stop somebody from hurting you, you get an assault charge. So he told me they was trying to negotiate with him, telling me they would drop all of his charges, you know, and definitely no street charges, if he agreed to train some of the officers in hand-to-hand combat. Train some of the officers in hand-to-hand combat. The same people that's oppressing you, the same people that are keeping you incarcerated, the same people that will shoot you if you try to go across fence, in his case, will shoot you if you try to hurt somebody, and they want you to train them. So you can turn around and hurt other people. Man, he said, I told him, man, I can't do that, Banky. There's no way I can do that. No. Whatever they're going to do to me, they're going to have to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to train them. I'm not going to do it. They said they told him they see, you know, they know his credentials. They, you know, they got, you know, pre-sentence reports on him. They know what he did on the street. They know who he is on the street. They know all of that. They know your bio. But they want him to train them so they can be, you know, their officers can be able to do what he do to us. He said, nah, I'm not going to do that. If they're going to charge me, they're going to charge me, but I'm not going to do it. No matter what they offer me, I'm not going to do that. You know, and he said they was telling them, they seen him outside training people on the yard, because they been watching him. You know what I'm saying? And they know that he has the school on the street where he trained people. They literally wanted him to train them. He said they even threw in a bonus and told him they would make it his state job where he would get a state check for training officers 2 or 3 times a week. Man, that man said, nah, I can't do that. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do it. Well, you know what I'm saying? Which was crazy. So they left him in segregation. Now I'm back in segregation with him. You know what I'm saying? So I know this is stuff that I know, period, because I'm talking to him. So, man, and like I say, man, it never stops, man, because people always don't believe they, no matter what you done did, no matter what it is, you know. It's just like you see people on the street, man. They know this dude is a killer, but yet they still want to try him. They know this dude in high school is known for knocking people out, so they want to be the one that he don't knock out. So dudes be seeking, you know, glory. They be seeking a reputation, and they'll put themselves out there, and they end up more times than not, you know, getting disappointed. You know what I'm saying? It don't take a rocket scientist to see that this man ain't to be played with, joked with, ran up on, or none of that. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that, man. You know, me personally, you know, and it's crazy because that's just the way I did my bit. That's just the way I lived my life. I had never had a problem with the dude. Me and dude was always okay. We was always on the same accord. He liked me because of the boxing, and you know, and I was in awe of him about what he did with the martial arts. So we just had a mutual understanding where that's how we became friends and talked to each other. But in my eyes, in the environment that I am, I'm always sizing people up because you never know, friends today, enemies tomorrow. So I never knew if something could go wrong between me and him, just like I never know if it could go wrong between anybody. So I always make me a contingency plan, what if? And I always say to myself, a dude like him, and especially after I actually seen what he can do, yeah, I said, oh yeah, hopefully I never have a problem with him. But if I did have a problem with him, I would humble myself to the utmost. And because I seen what the business was, I will humble myself to the utmost. But it ain't no war, ain't no fair play in war. If it was that serious where I thought that he was gonna try to harm me, oh, I would have got that Bethlehem and he would never have seen it coming. Cause if he had seen it coming, he probably could have stopped it. But nah, he would have never seen it coming. That's just the way I would have moved on a guy like him. I would have made a move where he could not protect himself, he could not defend himself, and I would wish that would never happen. But you have to consider these things, considering the environment that you in. So my move on him would have probably been deadly because I would have been too, anxious or nervous about if he would have been able to do what he do. And I won't go have that done to me. No, sir, not me. I won't go have that done to me. And yeah, man, but we never had problems like that. But I always had those type of thoughts in my mind when I was dealing with anybody that I was dealing with in prison. What if, you know what I'm saying? What if it's me against him instead of him against him? You know, so I always had that thought, and I always put myself in a position to make sure that I'm gonna come out the victor. Yeah, I got to come out the victor, cause I ain't taking no whoopings, I ain't taking no beatings, I ain't losing no teeth, I ain't losing no eye, I ain't getting no ribs broke. I ain't with that. That ain't my cup of tea. So yeah, man. But like I say, me and him we never had a problem. To me, I always felt like he was just a cool dude, man. And dudes, I always felt like everybody who got in a confrontation with him or beef with him, they was antagonizing him or trying to get a reputation off of his name, off of his work, off of things that he done already done. They was trying to get a name off of that. And like I told you, man, more often than not, man, you gonna lose. You gonna be disappointed. You see what I'm saying? And I can remember when we was back there, man, it was this clown back there, man. He was a straight clown, and he was doing clown stuff. So he used to, because we in segregation. When you in segregation, everybody just hollering from cell to cell because we all locked up. We can't come out. Only time we come out, we go to the rec yard. So you talking in the rec yard because we in a chicken cage fence, we can talk to each other. But when you inside the block, you behind your door, I'm behind your door, so all you heard is yelling, yo, what you doing down there? What y'all? Yeah, I'm working out, I'm doing it. And that's all you heard all day long. So that's why I always tell people, if you go to prison and you can't sleep with noise, then you would never sleep. You would never sleep because there's noise in prison 24/7. You're going to have to learn how to train your mind to block that stuff out. But so dudes used to be yelling and screaming and hollering from, cell to cell. But we come out for showers. I'm trying to remember back then, every 3 days we'd come out for a shower. They might leave us in the shower for 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes to get in there, soap up, get yourself clean or whatever. They cuff you up, walk you down to the shower, open this cage, put you in the cage, take the handcuffs off, you lock the cage back up, and you in there for 15 minutes for a shower. They're going to come back, they leave the block, they come back, they get you, they open the cage, they get you out of the cage, to bring you back out, take you up to your cell, get the next person. So normally it'll take a couple of hours to shower the whole block, for that day on shower day. So that's why you ain't getting no shower for every 3 days. So, man, when we used to come out for the shower, I remember, man, when this stuff started, man. We started coming out for the shower, and I remember when Saifu came out for a shower one day. And this dude, man, it's just like to me, it's like when you're a comedian and you up there on stage and you get all these hecklers. They hollering from the sideline, woo, woo, woo. And I can remember the man was coming out for a shower. They was taking him there to the shower. And you had this old clown dude that was saying that he was getting ready to go home in a couple of months. So he hollered, talking about, man, that's the karate dude? That's the dude everybody talking about? Man, that dude look like an old man, man. He ain't doing nothing to nobody, man. That dude don't look like, and running his mouth, just running his mouth. And like I told you, Saifu is not a boisterous type dude. So he basically just look up to the dude, see who talking and everything. And dude just steady running his mouth because now he has turned into the comedian. He looking for an audience. He want dudes to be laughing. He want dudes to be saying, ah, woo, woo, woo. That's all he looking for. So he just goes on and on. Saifu ain't saying nothing. They put Saifu in the shower. He get in the shower. You know, he go ahead, take care of his business, wait for the people to bring him towel, change underclothes, whatever, start taking showers. And he just hollering, talking to other people now about Saifu, trying to get a rise out of him, trying to antagonize. Man, I can whip that dude, man. He ain't, man, look at that dude, man. He did what? They tell me he beat up all them dudes in the block. Man, they lying, man. That dude ain't built like that, man. He ain't this, man. That dude look like a child molester. He look like a pedophile or something. Just trying to get a laugh, trying to get a joke, man. It's crazy. So I'm like, man, I'm on the gate and I'm looking at dude too, and I'm saying, he's a young boy, man. He probably about 24. I'm looking at this dude, man. I'm like, man, this dude is a cold clown. And he don't know who he playing with. And then he started just running his mouth. He said, where he from? Man, I'm getting ready to get out too, man. I'm going up there. Man, hey, what you call you? Saifu. Hey, you got a girl out there? You got a woman? You got a wife? Because I know you ain't coming home. All that crazy stuff they tell me you doing. You ain't coming home. Yeah, give me your wife phone number, man. Give me your girl phone number. When I get out there, I'm going to take care of her. Yeah, I'm going to give that good stuff, that good loving. No. So he just going on and on just so he can hear people like, oh, man, what he crazy? He talking to Saifu like he laughed. They laughing. And that's egging him on even more. So he keep going on, keep running his mouth, keep talking trash. And the people come back around to get Saifu out the shower. So they get him out the shower, they, cuff him up, they walking him up to his cell. So when he get halfway upstairs, dude start hollering, man, look at this dude, man. Y'all scared of this dude, man, look out. So the police is holding, you got police holding one on the other arm, they just stop. Because they got to hold you in case you fall or whatever, they don't want no lawsuit or whatever. So he just stopped. And he look over at dude's cell, he say, what's wrong with you, bro? Why you so angry? Why you coming at me like that? Man, dude started getting belligerent and everything. Man, F you, man. F you, karate man. Ain't nobody scared of you. You know what I'm saying? You this, you that, man. Ain't nobody scared of you. Yeah, blah, blah. Run his mouth. Saifu said, bro, cut it out, man. Just leave me alone, man. I just want to be peaceful, bro. Just leave me alone. Man, F you. Suck my D. All types of crazy belligerent stuff, man. Saifu just looked at him, man, for a minute. They were like, come on, let's go. He just was standing there just looking at him. So he just started walking. They took him up to his cell. And when he going to his cell, dude just steady running his mouth, calling them names, calling them this, calling them that. Said, yeah, I'm getting ready to go home. Ain't nothing you can do to me. When I get out, I'm gonna go hit your wife. I'm gonna go do it to your girlfriend. And whoa. And then he went all the way left. Man. He started telling me, yeah, and I'm gonna get your daughter too. You got a daughter? How old your daughter? Yeah. He said, man, you ain't nothing running back here, acting like you know karate, running his mouth, man, just all crazy, man. And dudes, like I say, they egging him on because dudes laughing, and that's antagonizing the situation even more. So, Saifu just go dead silence, man. It's like radio silence. He just go dead silence. He won't say nothing. Dude will talk till he get tired, and then he'll go ahead and lay down. Because like I said, we just in the cell. There ain't nothing else to do. So he'll just lay it on down. So when he go lay it on down, next morning he up, or later on when he get up, he right back at it. Hey, karate man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, give me your wife phone number. Give me your girl number, man. Let me holler at her before I get out there. Let me set that thing up. I seen some pictures back. All this. Run his mouth, steady talking. So like I told y'all, man, we don't take showers but every 3 days. So for 2 days, he just run his mouth. He run his mouth. Saifu don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. When they come back around for our next showers and stuff, they bust the doors, start doing the shower, start taking dudes out, taking them to the shower. right? He steady running his mouth again all day. He been running his mouth for a couple of days. Man, when I tell you, they came and got that dude to take him out of his cell, to take him to the shower. He coming out the shower with the cuffs on, running his mouth. Hey, karate man, what's up? What's up, karate man? You know, let me get that info. Let me get that number. You know, so they take him, put him in the shower. You know, go get him his change of clothes, underclothes, or whatever. Give him his underclothes. Lock the joint on there. Leave up out of there. Man, when they leave up out of that joint now, at the time, I'm laid in the bunk. Because I ain't, you know, I can hear him. He don't need to be out there looking. Ain't nothing to see. So I'm laid in the bunk. And, man, all I heard, man, I think I was reading a book. And, man, I heard like a thunderous thud. Like, kaboom! I'm like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So I get up. I go to the door. Kaboom! And I'm looking. Because you can't see. You just can see it in the block. You can hear this thunder. Kaboom! Boom! The third kick I heard and I see. Man, I'm telling you, if people was on Augusta, they would confirm this story, man. That man used 3 kicks and kicked the door off the hinges. The door in front of our cell is the whatever you want to call it, the walkway or whatever. Then it's the bars, because we upstairs. He kicked the door off the hinges. The door come off the hinges, hit the rail, kaboom, and flip over the rail and hit the floor. Kablam! Boom. Loud as I don't know what. The lady in the booth come running over there. She looking. She like, oh. She get on the radio immediately. Saifu step up out the cell. He said, brother, didn't I ask you to leave me alone? Man, if you could have seen this dude's face, man, his eyes, man, got like one of them, what you call them, Jones, them little monkeys, man, with the big eyes, man. Man, he was like, boom. And he just started slowly walking, and then he headed down the stairs. Now, mind you, he ain't got no cuffs on or nothing. He just out there in the park by himself. Dude in the cage, in the shower, though, but he terrified. He tell me something. Hey, CO. He started hollering for the CO. Hey, CO. He just walking down the stairs, man, so methodically, man, so looking like, man, brother, you want to do what to my daughter, brother? My daughter is 9 years old, brother. You want to do what to my wife, brother? And he walking down the stairs. He said, man, CO. Everybody on the gate, everybody looking out their window and stuff. And he walks down there, man. He walks over to the cage, and he grabbed the cage. Dude done bagged all the way up to the cage, hollering, CO. But you the same dude that was just talking all this trash about what you gonna do to the man wife, what you gonna do to his daughter, all this stuff. Man, he came to the cage and he jerked it. Yeah. And that Jones said, clang. Yeah, he jerked. He said, do you know I can get in here, don't you? You know I can get in here, don't you? He was like, CO, all right, man, all right, CO. He said, no, you want to do what? Man, they were scared to death. So then next thing you know, police come running in. They come running in there about 6. I think it was about 6, 7 of them at first. They come busting in the door, running through the door. Right, boom, boom, boom. They see him, same thing as usual. Skirt. Hey, hold on. He telling me, leave me alone. He just turned around and looked at him. He said, I'm talking to him. I'm just talking to him. He said, what you gonna do to my family when you get out? He said, nothing, man. I ain't gonna do nothing to him. He said, that ain't what you just said. Bro. What you gonna do to her? What you gonna do to my daughter? He jerked the gate. He said, nothing, man. Nothing. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. CO, get him, man. Y'all get him. He said, CO looking at him like, boom, they on the radio. They called the people. And they called old sergeant boy didn't know him. Man, next thing you know, more police come in, man. They got a rack of them in there. Now I'm talking like about 30 of them. Then they ain't doing nothing though. They talking. You know what I'm saying? And he just ain't paying no mind. He talking to them. You see what I'm saying? And then the sergeant that know him come in, man, come over, walk over to him, ask him what the problem is, man. He said, man, he gonna do something to my family, man. He's getting ready to go home, man. He said he's gonna do something to my daughter, man. And jerked the gate. He said he's gonna do something to my daughter. He said, man, no, he ain't gonna do nothing, brother. He ain't gonna do, just calm down, brother. Come on, brother, just calm down, right? He was like, no, he said, you gonna do something to my family, man? Are you gonna do something to my, he said, no, man, no, I ain't gonna do nothing. I said, I'm sorry, man. He said, are you sure? He said, I'm sorry. He said, all right. He let the gate go. He walked over to the side of the joint with the dude. He talking to the sergeant and everything. Sergeant walk him upstairs. Take that man in the cell. The sergeant walk in the cell with him. They in the cell. You can't see what they doing in the cell now, but they in the cell. Ain't no door on the cell. The cell door is there on the floor. Man, it's crazy. They scared to open the shower to bring dude out because they think he might come out the cell. Dude ended up having to stay in the shower, man, for hours because they didn't know what to do. They ain't had no another cell open. So what they eventually did, they let another dude out of segregation. He free. He free to do. He free to do. They let another dude out of segregation, let him out, packed all this stuff up, ended up sending him back to population, took Saifu all this stuff up, packed it up, put it in the other cell, put him in another cell with a door on it, locked him in the junk, you know what I'm saying, went down and got the dude, let him out the shower, took him back to his cell, and man told that brother, don't say nothing else to this man, bro. Don't say nothing else to him, period. They ain't had to tell him. He ain't say nothing. Then the jokes went from him trying to joke on dude to now they joking on him. Yo, what's up, man? What you gonna do? You still gonna do something to his people? You did. Man, he don't even answer. He don't even say nothing. Man, that man was terrified to death, man, because he did not know the dude could get out the cell, nor did I or anybody else. Man, that man kicked the door off the hinges, man. They came in there, picked that door. Man, that door alone probably weighed about 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds. Steel door. Anybody been in prison on Augusta or any one of these other prisons, this door is about the same. That man kicked that door off the hinges. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I seen. So, man, I'm telling you, man, this dude right here was a dangerous individual. He was not to be played with. He was not to be, taken lightly or none of that. Trust me, he knew what he said he knew. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I can remember when they was trying to get, when he was on population, they was trying to get the movie that he was in with Chuck Norris, because back then we used to get the video movies and stuff too. They was trying to get the movies. I don't know if they ever got it or not. I don't know if they did. I didn't see it. But they was trying to get the movie and everything they knew about this dude, man. But like I say, man, he's a legend in these penitentiary walls. I don't know if he's still in there. I mean, hopefully he ain't, because like I say, at heart, he's a good brother. Dangerous brother, man. Dangerous brother. And man, they couldn't deal with him, man. They left him in there, man. He stayed in there. I ended up getting out the hole probably about a couple of weeks later. He was still back there. But once I got out, and I think about a month or two later, they said they shipped him. They shipped him up off the compound, man. They ain't even want him on there. They didn't want to deal with him, period. They ain't want to deal with him. They done had to get the guns out for this man. They done had to get the dogs out for this man. They done had to negotiate with this man. They done had to get the TAC team for this man. They done had to call a man off it, this off duty to come into work just to talk to this dude, to negotiate with this dude, because they ain't want no parts of him. They ain't want no parts up. And that should have been a telltale sign for everybody that was locked up. This in the public, man, this dude right here ain't to be played with, dog. All this other, oh yeah, he know karate, oh yeah, he know this. Yeah, and dude's like, nah, he know that. Yeah, he bought that. Yeah, he living that life, man. This dude was a weapon, a pure weapon by itself, man. Yeah, man, that's real talk. Anybody, man, that was on Augusta back in the late 80s, man, early 90s know about Saifu, man. And they probably got even more stories about him because they probably was there with him before I was. But yeah, man, he was a dangerous dude. I heard about him being on other camps. I never got back on the institution with him again. But I ran into dudes that he had trained, because I used to see dudes out on the yard on other institutions doing karate and all that stuff, man. And he's like, boom, yeah, man, Saifu taught me when I was on such and such. Oh, yeah, Saifu on Buckingham, or yeah, Saifu on King Mountain and stuff like that. So, but I never ran into him again, man. But I'm telling you this story right here, man, because this was a real live martial arts weapon, man. This dude was dangerous to the bone. Ain't nobody want no parts of them. Everybody that I ever heard got any types of parts of them. They got some parts that they ain't want. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. But I just wanted to drop that on y'all right fast, man, because it was on my mind. I was talking to somebody else about him. Then the dude brought it up in the chat. Said, man, I want to hear about the karate dude, Saifu, you was talking about. So hopefully, man, this is for you, TBP member, man. I appreciate you, man. That's a little short story on Saifu, man. One of the most dangerous dudes, without a weapon in his hand that I met in 33 years, man. And trust me when I tell you, he was about that life, man. And it didn't look like it from eyesight. That's why I say never judge a book by its cover, man. Because if you would have judged him by what he looked like, you would be super late. Yeah, super duper late. But anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. More stuff to come, man. I hope y'all keep on rocking with me, man. Like I said, I hope I ain't boring y'all, man, because we need to get these numbers up, man. We need to get them up, man, so we can get out here in this big old broad world, man, and spread this TBP positive energy all over the world, man. And the more the numbers get up, the more y'all make comments. I don't care what you say, if you like it or don't like it, or if y'all want me to take a break, if y'all want me to, go into retirement, talk to me, I talk back. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make some comments, man. We got to like these videos so it can move around in the algorithm, man. And they can share this video to a broader audience and will get us more people over here. We get more of this energy out and more people talking about TBP, more people talking to their nephews, their sons, their cousins, their little people in the neighborhood and telling them about what prison is like, what's waiting for them, what type of people in there waiting for them, And that can change some people's lives, man. Trust me, I know. And that's what we trying to do over here. So y'all stay tuned, man. Keep on holding me down, man. And I'm going to keep on pushing, man, as long as y'all want me here. So y'all be safe out there. Be smart, man. Make good decisions, man. Duck that hook. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
The Banky special. Yeah. Pure delicious. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.